Guess what? It's time to reveal the word of the year for 2025. And if you would like to see how I'm connecting it with the rest of the words from the past years, stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Priya here. Happy New Year and welcome back to my channel if you're returning. And if this is the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I share tips, ideas, and inspiration to make your planner and journal spreads pretty and functional. So, this would officially be my first video in 2025. So, I thought where I will start with the word of the year, which is a nice place to start, right? So, if you can see, this is my word from 2024. It's a Sanskrit word meaning to bloom. And I really embraced the word this year. So, if you're not sure what the word of the year is, it is something that we kind of have going on in the planner and journal communities. And it is a word to keep you grounded or keep you focused on the things that you really want to do during that year. So it's up to you. You need not do it, but it is nice to have a focal point. So, with that being said, let's check how the year unfolded when it comes to the one letter word. So, you can see that I do have a few areas I was focusing on, and this is from the year 2023. So, the word was accept, and I think it really helped me focus on those things that I wanted to. And that was 2023, and on to 2022 when I had chosen the word for the very first time. So I usually keep all these words together, and now it's time to decorate the current one, and I'm using these dotted lined filler paper. I will link these for you, and it is a letter size, so I just pick it up. I believe it's from Tul. I will link it, and I keep my filler paper in this journal. It's a happy notes that I moved on to expanded this, and this is the filler paper that I use because it's a nice quality, and I am going with this vellum. This is thick vellum, very unlike the vellum that you get for drawing cartoons or illustrations. So this is much thicker and it holds up pretty well. I will link that as well. So now for the word of the year, and I will have this page underneath. So drum roll please. The word is mindful, and I will have the specific aspects of my life related to that. And this is on vellum. I just printed it. I will have the printer also linked because I do get lots of questions on which printer I use. So I went with a very simple font, something nice and bold and big. So I have that ready to go. So now it's time to decorate the page. I will decorate the front page, that is the vellum, and also I will come and decorate the page underneath after I have decided on the layout. I would like to go for the specific categories of my life. So these are ornate boxes. Again, these are printables, and I would like to have something nice and simple and yet really pretty to look at. So that is why I went with these borders, and these again, I will link all the shops I'm using products from. So this is from Planet Derby, and this was part of spring release, if I'm not mistaken, from 2024. So I have these, and I have not quite used them, and it's a nice way to bring in something fun and elegant. And on to the next page, and I'm debating between using the Live Love Posh stickers because I want to have the space right behind the word mindful blank so that we can just pretend it's as if it is all in one space. So I have marked out the area I need to leave blank, and I will go ahead and decorate around that space just like a box. So I have chosen the word after I went and did the compass assessment and lay down my goals and set everything up the proper way. So if you have not checked out that video, the goal setting video is already up on my channel. And I'm just trying to decide between what would look nice, but I would also like to make sure I carefully lift them because it's on clear sticker paper. And I have linked all these sticker papers, the paper mat, the clear mat, and also the removable one. You see, it's very, very fragile. So it is important that I be a bit, again, mindful of where I'm putting it down because it's not easy repositioning them. Even when I was doing it carefully, you see that sometimes it just jumps onto the page, and it's really quite stressful when you take that out and you end up tearing it, and then you are having to reprint it. So I really did not have the time for this. So I'm just using these mindful, peaceful, calm, serene scenes from Live, Love, Posh. And this is from the Winter Allure, one of the recent sticker books that came out. And starting Jan 1st, you can use my code Priya10 for 10% off at Live, Love, Posh. And I will also be bringing the planning thing elements in. So my code Priya10 works great at both the shops. So I will have all the links and codes, everything down in the description. So I will come and have a few boxes, and I was trying to decide what colors I should go for. Again, it took me roughly about 20 minutes, 25 minutes to have this ready. And first I thought I'll go with a big box, but I did not. And I went with a smaller box. So good that I had a pretty good selection of sticker books from Planny Thing because I like to bring in some of those muted colors. So I'm going with blues and blacks. So that was my original color, but then when I brought in the scenery, a bit of green came in. So that is why I thought I will just bring in those pops of color. I think it would have looked different if I had went with plain boxes. So I'm mixing in those two shades along with a muted blue. And I'm using all the functional boxes from Planny Thing. And it was, I noticed it only after I was done that I had not used up any washi tapes at all. So I'm trying to see if I should add anything more, but I kind of almost put it down, but then I decided to go against it, and I will be doing some decorative edging for these boxes, just bringing in some stitches and some lines with gaps in them, nothing solid, but again, it just makes those boxes pop. So that's why I went with that. And I will link these pens also. These are the Writex 0.7, some of the basic pens that I like to use. And I'm going to add some categories to the boxes. And now I will come and add the holes. So I just have that page underneath so that the vellum will be damaged. So I went ahead and punched and added the page to the planner, and I will be coming and adding the pages underneath. So you will see me do the full flip through now. So this is where I have all the focus on. And I have chosen just a handful of things to focus on here. And this is how the page looks. I really love how simple and different this looks. So I'm going to write 2025 so that it can continue with the same theme. And when I have the vellum down, it looks nice and simple, and yet I love how this turned out. It's very different from what I normally do. So I'm just rubbing the pencil marks just to make sure that we have a clean page. And let me know what your word of the year is, if you have chosen one, and how you like to come and look at it year after year. And do you carry it forward just like I do, or just focus on the one word you have chosen for the year, or do you just choose it? I know people who choose it for every quarter, just depending on what their priorities are and how things evolve throughout the year, because things could change, right? Yeah, so please come follow me on Instagram. It's a lovely community to hang out with, lots of creative inspiration, and you will love it out there. And please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification if you haven't already. It really helps me out with the growth of the channel and lets the content out to more folks. And please share it with anybody who you think will find it helpful. And have a great 2025. And I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.